Hey guys, today I wanted to dive into a little bit of a conversational video and kind of get your thoughts on it as well. We are entering the 2025 year, and with that, a lot of decisions are being made. Mostly, what kind of camera should I be getting? What kind of equipment should I be getting? There's a lot of good stuff that came out in 2024, but should we hold off on it and wait for the new stuff to come out in 2025? We're going to talk about that today. Hey guys, what's up? It's Rigo with Grizz Media, and today I'll be breaking down a guide of what is the best camera to buy in 2025. That are new to the channel, hello, my name is Rigo. I'm a photographer and videographer based on Los Angeles, California. And on this channel, we teach you all the things that you need in order to become a great filmmaker. Now, a true skill of a filmmaker is being able to tell what gear is good and what gear is not good. Not to say that all gear is bad. There's just key things that filmmakers look for when they're looking for their next camera or their next set of equipment. Blackmagic came out with a great amount of cameras this year in 2024. We came out with the Pixis. There's going to be the Nexus G1 coming out very soon in 2025. And we also have the new Canon C80 that came out. We have Sony Burano. I believe the Sony Burano came out last year. We have the new Ursa 12K Pro from Blackmagic. We also have the new 70K camera coming out very soon. Please, that I'm able to buy it one day. And we also have a lot of releases from Nikon. We got the Nikon Z8 version 3, I believe. We also have Panasonic coming out with the Lumix SH1, S1H, I believe. So there's a lot of cameras that got released last year, and they set a huge impact on the market industry. We're not going to go ahead and cover every camera on this video today. We're just going to be looking for what are the key things we need in our gear. So if you're a complete beginner and you really don't know what to look for in a camera, here are the three main criteria I would look if you're just looking for a film camera, a video camera. If you're an aspiring YouTuber and you're just looking for something that can do run and gun, you don't really care about the raw data, you just want something that can get you quick video very quickly, I recommend going for something entry level in the game. For Sony, I recommend getting any of the A6000 series cameras, or even going with the ZV-E10. Those two are really good cameras for a beginner filmmaker. Those two are really good for a beginning videographer, or somebody who just wants to do vlogs or wants to do a roll like this, but doesn't want to do a whole fancy setup like the one I'm doing now. If you're going with the Canon side, then I recommend you go ahead and get the Canon R6 Mark II or the Canon R6, R5, or maybe even if you go lower, you could start off with an M50. I think those are, even though they're incredibly old, I do think those are really good cameras. But if you're looking to be a serious filmmaker in 2025, here are my top 3 recommendations of things to look for in the gear that you want. Number 1 is the dynamic range. For me personally, dynamic range is everything. When I'm between two cameras, that is the deciding factor at most times of if I want that camera or not. So having a high dynamic range is one. The second thing, you also want to have a high resolution. Typically nowadays in 2025, you want 6K and above. Anything that can shoot only in 4K isn't really... And if you shoot in 4K, you really want to utilize more of a sensor. So I really recommend that you go for something that's 6K or above. My greatest recommendation for the best camera for filmmaking in 2025, and I still think it's a great camera, is the Blackmagic Pocket 6K Pro or the new Pixis 6K. Those two cameras have a great sensor, can shoot in 6K, shoot in RAW, and they offer great storage. They also offer great storage compartment. You can shoot off of an SSD rather than shooting off an SD card, which is incredibly valuable when you're on the set. The third thing that I look for, and this is something that I don't necessarily need, it has to be lightweight and compact. Usually that's what you're going to compromise when you're looking for better high-end cameras. They are going to get bigger, bulkier, and heavier, but it is a downside that I am willing to take when it comes to getting the best of the best quality. For my photographers out there, if you're looking to get something that's just something for pure video, you don't really care about the video stuff, I highly recommend going into the Fujifilm space or even going into hybrid space, which we're including the Sony A7 IV, Sony A7 R5, things like that. We also have the Canon R5. We also have the Canon R6 Mark II, which is a great hybrid camera in and of itself. We also have the Fujifilm X-H10, the 100S Mark II, and also some Nikon variants, but I don't really like Nikon as a beginner. I don't really like Nikon for photography. Maybe some other people do. It's just something that I'm not really into. But if you are looking for just photographic stuff, check out those cameras and see if you like them. Things I look for in a photo camera. It has to have good battery life, high megapixels, and has to be able to have really good shutter speed. So it has to be able to take a lot of pictures really quickly, and it has to have a really good autofocus. Underrated feature is actually having really good IBIS. Most of the time these cameras don't promote their IBIS, but some of the best photo cameras have really good IBIS inside of them. I just gave you guys a bunch of recommendations for cameras to get, but should you get them? Honestly, I think we should hold off a little bit. I am planning on getting a medium format camera very soon. We are going to dive into what medium format is in a future video, but just so that you get the lowdown, it's a sensor that's bigger than full frame. We already have some companies like Blackmagic who are releasing their 17K camera. I know that Canon and Sony are not going to be falling behind very shortly. They will be releasing medium format cameras as well. So I do think that medium format is the future for videography and photography, and it's something that I'm personally saving up for when that does happen in the future. Whether or not that happens, I have been looking into medium format, and it's honestly something I think is going to give my footage the look and feel that I've always wanted. And I'm really excited to dive into that space and learn more what I can about that. For my other people out there, I do think that holding off on buying new gear just for this month of January should be your main priority, and maybe you should be looking to getting that gear if nothing new is announced by June. For DJI, we don't know if they're coming out with a new camera. We might be getting the Osmo Pocket 4, which is a really nice little gimbal camera, so that may be something that you may want. iPhone coming out, and iPhones have been progressively getting more and more better as cinema cameras. We also have drones coming out for my drone people out there, so I think this time in 2025, you should really look into what you want in a camera and hold on to those values 2025. But if you need a camera at this instant, I really recommend going for something that's really low budget, under $1,000, and saving up for something a little bit better if it comes out this year. This video's kind of been all over the place, but it was just kind of a rant video of like what I think is gonna happen in 2025. I'm really excited for new medium format cameras. I really want to get my hands on the GFX 100 Mark II, but I've heard rumors that the GFX 100 Mark III will be coming out this year in June. And if you're waiting for something from these big camera companies, I do recommend you wait until summer. I don't know why, I just have that feeling, and I just wanted to voice that out to you guys. But let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Do you think medium format is going to take over the filmmaking and photography industry? Do you think that the cameras we have right now are good enough, or should we wait until new, better ones come out? Or should we sell all of our gear and just all get Cinema 17K cameras? Let me know in the comments below. But that's going to be it for this video, guys. If you guys like this video, be sure to go ahead and give it a like. Make sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on post notifications. Let me know your full thoughts down below, and I'll see y'all in the next one. It's Rico with Grizz Media signing off. Have a great day.